Hello everybody, this is Tyler, also on Pocket, and welcome back to Hyperdimension Neptunia, Rebirth 2. Now before we start, I committed a sin, a grave sin. I mixed Folgers Noir, Golden Dusk, coffee, with Ito and green tea. Now, I have them roughly in equal parts. I have the coffee how I like it, really strong. So,
where are we going?
As a toast to this episode, I'm gonna take a drink of it. Cheers.
Where are we going? Where are we going? Okay. Where are we going? Okay.
Not bad, honestly. What the fuck? Wait, why doesn't it taste bad? Maybe the green tea, like, thinned out the coffee and actually made it so where the green tea is not super strong, but also not the... I don't know. At this point, it's a mystery. Okay. In the last episode, we did a quest to get Doggoos, a quest quote-unquote. And in this episode, we're going to go to Planeptune and watch the event. But first of all... just gonna do that. Nope, I get to read now. Report the results and get paid. See? Pretty simple process, right? Yes, we get work from the guild, complete it, report it, and then we can collect the posted reward. Oh, you're such a smart girl, GG. I am one proud compa right now. Clearing quests from the guild will help realign shares and grant you various rewards like credits or items. Take on as many quests as possible to help the CPUs regain their shares from the wicked ASIC. Alright, he's probably needs more time, so let's take on a few more jobs in the meantime. We get to help others, and we get to help GG get big and strong too. Yeah, but Gear, don't do what you did on the last job. The story won't move forward if you just mope around. Okay, I'll do my best. Yep, I'll explain everything. Don't worry. Gonna boot us out. Information. I'm always gonna read these ones first. Nep Gear. Please hang on, sis. I promise I'll save you. Miss Manuel. About simple attacks. Perform the enemies in the dungeon to get the first strike. Yep. About the search function. Use it to find hidden treasure. So whenever you're in a dungeon, spam that search button. Yep, like I told ya. Alrighty. First, the guild system. Accept quest, you'll accept the quest. For quest is, you know, reporting the quest, completing it. And accept the guild, means you get stuck in the guild forever. Don't hit the button. Just kidding, it just means exit the guild. Alright, accept quest. Hunt, defeating Doggoos, and super strategy, Spa Lord. The one, or the quest that has the brackets on it. Hold on. Okay. Yep, okay, like I thought. Okay. I just wasn't sure at first because, you know, you never know if they keep things between games. The ones in the brackets means you have to take it in order to continue the story. So, there we go. Now after we do that, we can actually go into the forest proper.
Where are we going? Let's do our best.
Symbol attack, jump, and treasure search. I basically told you all that last time. Symbol attacks, surprise attacks. Yep. I'll explain everything later when we get to it. So first of all, in dungeon, never forget to always check behind you, because they can spawn here. And with how my controller is, because I'm using the Switch Pro controller, in order to keep pressing this and have like a good grip on the directional thing, I had to do kind of a claw grip, and I'm not super comfortable with it. So, just get used to hearing the sound constantly whenever you play this game, because, yeah, that's all you're going to be hearing. Also, Doggoo! Symbol attack is basically that.
A chance? Leave it to me.
Oh no, is this a meme? I swear to God, I better have that picture still.
I got you. Out of next. I'll do my best. If it
Next.
hurts, leave
And
it
then
to
just
me.
guard.
Ow, that hurts.
Guarding. Oh no, Neptune's poisoned.
Prepare yourself.
Not like it matters outside of battle, because you don't keep status effects outside of battle. Alrighty. I don't really have anything really to talk about. I really basically used my gag in like the first 3 seconds of the video. 3 seconds, more like first 30 seconds of the video. So, you're welcome. Also, when you do the search thing, if you search and then there's an item in your range, your camera will automatically point towards it. So, don't worry about missing it.
This.
Also, you see we got something called a plan. We'll explain that once we can, you know, do stuff with plans. But for now, let's just continue onward. And see, the question marks will always give you materials to use, so always pick them up. You never know when you might need it for a plan. See what I mean? There's a hidden item, and that contained an SP charger. You can only find one hidden item per room, per area. So, if I can, not that one. I think it's not that one either. Is it plus? Yep. Plus gives you the map, the full map, and you can see everything. Enemies respawn after a while, and your map will always point upwards towards the north. So no matter which way you're facing, or the camera's facing, it will always point north, I'm pretty sure. Am I wrong? Nope, it will always point north. So that's a helpful thing if you ever get lost. Just make sure you line up the compass marker on the top left to that one. Alright, back into battle.
It's my turn.
Pressing R gives you to the second item, and no matter if they're a maker or a CPU or not, you always have that HDD on button. They probably got lazy and couldn't change it, so if you ever want to have fun and just stall out time, you could just... Or, if you can't switch... I get bored sometimes, man. I'm lonely. And as you can see, like, your, this box that you use to attack, it doesn't necessarily have to touch the model of the enemy. It just has to get within the range. So, you do that, and you just attack. Rush attacks, dude, basically does that. It's a quick way to gain, whatchamacallit? Have we even come across it yet? I forget now. Wow, what a good Let's Player am I, who forgets things when he's playing the game. But level up for an up gear. All level ups are the same, so don't worry about it.
Let's keep this up.
Basically, rush is needed for some things. I forget what they are, but they'll come up eventually. We need to use the rush.
Is this a chance? Leave it to me.
Every time she says that, you're gonna see that image, so just be wary. Hold on. There we go.
Out of my way.
Once you're playing this game long enough, you can line them up pretty well. If you ever want to go check your quest, go down here, hit quest, active quest, and you can see that I need to kill one more Dagu and more radishers, which are those onion-looking things. So, in order to do that, I'm going to go back here and kill another Dagu on camera. Because there's still one more thing I need to explain about items in battle.
Leave it to me.
Using an item in battle is pretty easy. You just go and use an item like this. However, as you see, there is a range where you can use it. So I can't use this on Compa because she's so far away. So you have to make sure that you're near the character that you want to use an item on. And I'm pretty sure that all ranges are the same, no matter what item you use. But you still, when you're up here in battle, just remember that if the character's too far away, that you can't even use it on them. But the range is actually pretty forgiving, just like on the enemies. So you don't really need to worry about it. And that's how quests are done. They complete as soon as you do the last thing that you need to do. So you don't need to worry about it.
I can go anytime.
You'll never have to wonder if you completed the quest or not because it automatically tells you at the top of the screen.
I won.
There can be times when other notifications are going to come up there, but we don't get to that until we get to Chapter 2. And we're still in Chapter 1.
Yes.
So time to go kill another Radisher,
Yes.
and then we'll continue on into Virtua Forest.
So, who wants to get beaten first? Prepare yourself. I can't wait.
I'll do my best.
I can't hit that Dagu. You know what that means.
Yeah.
Bye-bye, Dagu. Totally annihilated.
Patient.
And get rid of the Radisher.
We did it. Super win.
Yep. There's your panty shot for the episode because that's how they do compa.
Don't be too hard on me.
Leave it to me. Out of my way. This. Next.
I'll do my best. I can't wait. It's time
I'm not
for
even
your
talking.
medicine.
I don't even know why I'm not
Time for
talking.
your medicine. I'll do my best. Here I come.
So, whenever I have nothing to say during a battle, they are going to be edited out from here on out. So, if you think that it's going to be boring, do not think it's going to be boring because I'm going to be editing them out. Woohoo! Good on you. Boo on me because that takes more time out of my day. But also, I think it ups the render time if I do too many edits. So there you go. Also, the S on the mini map and this thing. This is a save point. You come here, you click the button, you save. Easy and simple as that. They usually come up before bosses or before dangerous enemies. Like that thing right there. Except it's not a dangerous enemy. I think it's this other one. No? Really? Well, as a precursor, before any major events in an area, or if there's like a dangerous monster nearby, you will get,
Let your guard down, huh?
you will be getting those
Out of my
save
way.
points coming up. Don't be afraid to use them.
Anytime. Yeah.
Unless you're trying to do an Iron Man
How's the patient?
kind of thing.
Here I go.
But even so,
Hey.
yeah, you don't want to get a game over. Trust me.
Please stop. That hurts.
It's my turn.
If you get a game over, you're gonna have a bad time.
Go anytime. Here I come. Take this.
Pretty sure after this one I'm gonna level up, so it doesn't really matter.
Please level up.
Yep.
Yay.
Let's keep this up.
As you can see, when you level up, you recover all your HP and SP. Now you see why I used SP in the battle, just to show that, even though I could have done it earlier. But whatever. We've completed all the quests, so that means we need to exit the area. And there is something later on that you can use to exit an area. And you cannot buy them yet. You actually have to make it via plan.
What's this?
Oh, okay then. Here's something funny. Rubber band. Reduces luck, up to your agility, and reduces vitality and mentality. Yeah, no. We also got another plan called Add a Dungeon 60. We'll be getting over into those or whenever we get to be able to make plans. So don't you worry about that. And every single area I'm going to be going through, I'm going to be beating all the monsters at least once. And that means King Dagu gets to go down.
Who wants to get beaten first?
Oh, his name is Grand Dagu. Okay. Demon Flame.
I'll do my best. There.
Not even that bad of an enemy.
I won.
Alrighty. And to show you the item that you can use. I think you get it at the beginning, or is that in the next game? I think that's in the next game. Yeah, it's in the next game. Never mind. There's an item in the game called an eject button, and in the next game's DLC, you get free ones of those. And those eject buttons basically just let you leave an area anywhere other than just the exit. So, as of now, I will edit to when I get out of here, even though it's only going to be a few seconds. Alright, see you then. Alrighty, we're out of the dungeon now.
Choose where you want
I'm going to take a drink of my super strong coffee, because that's how I like my coffee.
Okay.
Black and strong.
This world is so
Nice.
vast.
Guild. Report quests. Now here's to explain these quests a bit more. On the right, you see the thing that says shares. Planeptune will go up 2% and Arthur will go up 2%. They relate to the shares thing on the right. Certain things need a certain amount of shares. If you played this game before, you know what I mean. And I'm going to be doing it. Okay? Okay. And, those shares aren't always going to be like a nation and up a nation and down R4. Some quests will be like up Planeptune, down last station and stuff like that. So always be careful whenever you take a quest if you are looking for certain shares, because that might ruin your shares and you have to go spend some extra time readjusting the shares again. And the reward, 250 credits and 2 healing grass items. Those are basically how the quest system works. This one gives you detoxin, which is for poison. After we finish this one, if we exit out now, we're going to be thrust into an event. So here we go. Oops, I totally forgot to give you something, Gear. Huh? What's this, a present? Planeptune. Hey, product proposal? Yep, gave it to me a while back. But I think you'll make better use of it than I ever would. I mean, you're into tinkering with electronics and whatnot, right? Oh goodness, absolutely. Are you sure I can have this? I mean, it was a gift from Neptune. Honestly, I can't read his scribbles. They might as well be moon runes. Get it? But you know how to read it, right? Yeah, she made sure that only Iswar and myself could be able to decipher her handwriting. I figured as much. That's why there's no point in me holding on to it. Put it to good use, okay? And I'll explain all this in a second. Yep, and I'll explain that in a second too. Alrighty, now we have this tab right here called Plans. Let me explain how plans work. You see those megabytes up in the top right corner right there. You use up those megabytes to create plans. And certain things need certain megabytes. There's stuff in system, dungeon, and item dev. And they do basically, as you see, system changes system stuff. So super EXP up lets you gain more EXP. And I'll talk about these whenever we get to that point where we get to Phyllis. Actually, wow, we can actually unlock this pretty early. I didn't expect that. We already have stuff for these different dungeons, even though we haven't even unlocked them yet. I don't know why, but that's there. Oop. I always do that, don't worry. Then item. Basically for the items, you don't unlock it to make the items, you unlock it to buy it, as a word of warning. So if you don't think you're ever gonna need to buy a certain item, don't make this plan, because you're just gonna waste megabytes doing that. Armor. These are basically like accessories that you can make, and sometimes they do things that are a whole lot more overpowered than you might think. So again, be super careful when you make a plan. What I am going to do though is super EXP up. Now see where it says done and off? If we press the A button on it, you can turn it off, so you don't even have to use it after you make it. Why you would want to do that? I don't know. I'm not going to make these yet until I get this to the point where Felix is actually a thing that we can use. So spoiler alert, there's going to be one more thing that's going to be on the world map. Alrighty, after we do that, we go back into an event.
Ah, perfect timing, you three. I was able to locate the Planeptune mascot.
Wow, really?
Yes. You will find it in the area known as Virtua Forest. It seems the mascot is hibernating there.
But we were just there. We didn't see the mascot.
It feels like we're finally starting to take action again. Let's roll.
Nepgear, don't do this to me, please. Girl, please.
Gigi, are you okay? You look a little pale.
Wow. You can't just tell somebody they look pale, okay?
Huh? Oh,
That was a joke. I'm sorry.
I'm okay, really. If you say so.
Oh, look, we unlocked a new era
Welcome
called
to.
Virtual
Choose where you
Forest
wanna
Depths.
go.
Every time an event like that happens, always check the... What the heck? Wait, you see that, right? Weird. My controller may be dying. Not dying as in better, I mean like literally dying as in like maybe I need to remap the controller stuff. Alright, time to read this. Nepuga. Or Nepugia. It's Nepgia. Want to know what's under my skirt, do you? Well, maybe for you, I can. Ha! Did you think I was Nepgear? Wrong, it's me. Nepgia. Yeah, that's a mistranslation. There's more events that we have to handle. Also with question mark. Planet Tower, huh? I wonder if I could transform into a giant robot. I guess people would get mad if I tinkered with it. Still, variety is the price of life, right? Cat? Here's a plan to change the items in the dungeon, yeah. Give it a shot, yeah. Change items, Virtual Forest. Stella. Here's a plan to unlock Stella's dungeon. It's a minigame where I stroll through the world's dungeons. I can't wait to go out on my very own adventures. Miss Manual. About materials. Sell them at shops for credits. If you have a lot of them, just sell them. That's actually good advice. Machine-type monsters. They resist most physical attacks. I would suggest using magic against anything robotic. That's also good advice. About the remake system. Use it to introduce new features, dungeons, and items via plans. When you get one, go ahead and try to create what's on it. But be careful, you'll need sufficient MB to make them. Megabytes. Judy Dude. My girl isn't appearing on the screen. Why? After all we've been through. 4chan, in a nutshell. It's no problem. Use this plan. Get the best items possible. Change items for Virtual Forest Depths. Now, to the question mark. In the next episode of Hyperdimension... No, I'm just joking. Why, hello there. I believe you can use this now. A cassette. Floppy disk. Come back when you defeat any powerful enemies or when you go up in rank. I'll give you another disc then. Yep. I'll explain this in a bit. Now we have an option called Disc Dev. What do we do here? Well, you select the disc right here. And you'll see those red and blue chips. Well, we don't have any of them. So, what are we supposed to do? Well, now we have the ability to unlock different kinds of chips. And different color chips do different things. Like, I don't know, affect your attack power. Affect the item drop rate. Stuff like that. So, always be a lookout for if you ever get any chips and you can use a cassette. However, as a word of warning, you cannot install chips of higher level into a slot that cannot hold that. You can install chips of lower levels into slots like that, but not anything higher. So this level 1 yellow chip will only be using level 1 yellow chip. And are they gonna even tell you what the differences are? No. Okay. I'll explain that when I remember. But yeah, just be on the lookout. And there is a guide on Steam about how to get godly discs. I may or may not be making one of them. We'll see. Now, on to the last thing to explain in this episode. Plans. System. Stella's Dungeon Unlock uses 8 megabytes. Means 1 grand jelly. We're gonna unlock it, so I can tell you how to use Stella's Dungeon. Although we can't get the express until we get to a certain place that has seashells. And I'm going to be making fearless insurance, because that is a good thing to do. Now we click here, and we get the thing about Stella's Dungeon. I don't need it, because I can just tell you about it. And that's all that event was. Stella's Dungeon. Stella's Dungeon is a quote-unquote RPG element into the world system. And depending on whether you have stuff or not, depends on by stuff I mean dungeon. Depending on how far you are into the game, you will have different dungeons here, and those are the dungeons that you I'm saying a lot. Those are the dungeons that she can go in. So as an example, area count, or if you look at the bottom, area count, those are the amount of areas that you can see. Exploration time per 1 floor is 3 minutes. The amount, success, fail, and area are the high score, basically. And for this one, it is area 5, exploration per 1 floor, 2 minutes. The Fearless Express plan makes it go quicker. You can hit dungeon info, and you can see there's a reward of a certain thing that you can get. Also gifts, which are just items that you can get, equipment that you can get, yada yada yada. If you're going for 100%, this is pretty much necessary. I'm going to send her to Virtual Forest, because that's basically what you have to do at the start. I don't have any equipment, just send her. Here I go. Yep, now it's going to take her 2 minutes to search Area 1.
There's so many places.
So now let's head into Virtual Forest. In the next episode of Hyperdimension Neptunia Rebirth 2, we'll be going into Virtual Forest Steps to go meet the Mascot.
Choose where you want to go.
And hopefully getting the Mascot to be on our side to help us go save the goddesses.
Where are we going?
Alright, I'll see you guys in the next episode. If you like the series, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more. The series playlist is going to be in the description, along with the playlist for all the 2K upscaled cutscenes in the game.
I'll come too.
The playlist will be updated when we get to the cutscenes needed in the game. And also in the description below is the playlist for Hyperdimension Neptunia Rebirth 1. If you can't wait for the next episode of this to come out, I suggest watching those, because that series is pretty long.
Choose where you want to
Alright,
go.
I'll see you guys in the next episode.
So many places.
Bye-bye.